Hello, grade 4 students. How's everyone? That's great. All right, so today we're going to discuss the part 1 of lesson 3, neighboring countries. The learning objective of the lesson is to locate and describe political regions in North America. All right, so again, grade 4, when you say political region, it is a place where people share a government, and United States is an example of political region. All right, so let's have first the vocabulary of the lesson. So we have 6 challenging words. Let's start with province. It is a political region similar to a state in the United States. It is an area of land class that is part of a country. Number 2, territory. It is an area owned and governed by a country. Okay, for example, the territory of Qatar includes Qatar Peninsula. Number 3 is Commonwealth. It is a territory that governs itself or an independent country or community. And 4, tropics, Earth's warmest regions between the Tropic of Cancer and the Tropic of Capricorn. So look at the map here. So you can find it. It's just above or closer to an equator, and it's between Tropic of Cancer and Tropic of Capricorn. Okay, at number 5, we have rainforest. It is a wet area, usually warm, in which tall trees, vines, and other plants grow close together. And the last one, we have tundra. It is a flat, treeless plain that stays mostly frozen most of the year. So it has harsh conditions that make it hard for plants and animals alike to survive. All right, so again, we have the word province, territory, commonwealth, tropics, rainforest, and tundra. Before we go further, class, can you name the countries in North America? Okay, so let's try. Okay, look at the map and we have 4 numbers here. Can you identify the name of the countries? Okay, for example, in number 1, which country you think is it? Okay, so the answer is Canada. Okay, what about in number 2? Okay, let's see if your answer is correct. So it is Greenland. And what about number 3? It is in the southern part of Canada. The answer is United States of America. And of course, here is Mexico. And number 3, it's the same, which is part of United States. It is the state of Alaska. All right, so please remember what are the neighboring countries of the United States. All right, wait for, let's start with Canada as one of the neighboring countries of the United States. Canada is North America's largest political region. In fact, it is the second largest country in the world. All right, so let's talk about its political regions. Canadians divide their large nation into 13 smaller political regions. 10 of the regions are called provinces. So just to recap, when you say a province, it is a political region similar to a state in the United States. And then the other 3 political regions are territories. So when you say territory, it is an area owned and governed by a country. All right, so what about its geography? Like the United States, Canada has a variety of landscape. In fact, some landforms and waterways stretch across parts of both countries, so that's Canada and United States. Mountains with forests stretch across the western part of Canada, and then in the central part, farmland and ranch land cover the interior plains, and then the Great Lakes and the fertile St. Lawrence River Valley lie in the eastern part of the country. And much of the northern Canada is very cold and icy. The border they share, okay, because the northern Canada is so cold, class, most people live in the south. So about 2 of the 3 Canadians live within 100 miles of the United States border, and they have plenty of space to spread out. Canada and United States share the world's longest unprotected border. Now let's move to Mexico. Mexico grade 4 is the other neighboring country of the United States. Mexico's official name is Estados Unidos Mexicanos, meaning United States of Mexico. So as the name explains, Mexico is made up of states. Like the United States, Mexico also has one federal district that is not part of any state. So this is where Mexico City, the capital of Mexico, is located. Okay, so let's find out about its geography. Mexico class has a varied geography, like the Mexican Plateau stretches between the mountains, and this is an area of rich farmland and big cities. Much of the northern part of Mexico class is desert, and the south has a wetter climate with grassy plains and forest. Okay, what about Mexico's people and its economy? More than 100 million people live in Mexico, and most of them have Native American and Spanish backgrounds. Okay, and Spanish is the Mexico's official language. And let me share this with you, grade 4, that Mexico was a colony of Spain for about 300 years. So during that time, many Spanish colonists married Native Americans in Mexico, and people with this mixed Spanish and Indian heritage were called mestizos. And today, most Mexican Americans have a mestizo background. Most Mexicans live in cities such as Mexico City, and some of them also live along the Rio Grande. Then important industries in Mexico include manufacturing, farming, ranching, mining, and oil production. Okay, look at the map here. So Mexico shares its northern border with the United States. Okay, so just to wrap up this part of the lesson, grade 4, Mexico and the United States have much in common, including their types of political regions and many of their physical features. All right, so that's the first part of this lesson, and in the second part, we're going to talk about Central America and the Caribbean and Greenland. All right, so that's for today. Always stay safe, and bye for now.